A very good afternoon to you, Nzinga, and to our viewers at home. That court interdict that was delivered this morning doesn't seem to have deterred those that are here to be carrying on with their demonstrations. They are continuing and keeping good on that promise that was made yesterday of this strike action that will then be intensified. We're coming to you outside of the Katego District Hospital, this being in Vosloorus in the West Rand. This is where the Health Minister, Dr. Joe Phatla, was here earlier on in the morning, and as well joined by the Health MEC here in Gauteng, Nomantu Nkomaraluhuku. They were just assessing some of those operations here, knowing very well that this facility in Nzinga is one of those facilities that were hard hit last week by those demonstrations by Nehawu members. I'm going to step out of shot so Liepo can just show you what's happening behind me. They are marching alongside Hospital Street, just outside of the hospital, and they're demonstrating here, just waiting for a message from their office bearers, their national office bearers, on where these demonstrations move to from now, looking at the fact that there was that court interdict that was delivered earlier on, that interdicts essential workers forming part of this public service strike action to move away from outside of these facilities. But also earlier on, the Health MEC just giving an update in Nzinga on what has been happening here, because we know very well as well that the Gauteng Health Department, alongside 7 other health departments nationally, have interdicted the way that these demonstrations are taking shape. I want us to go to that bite, and then when we come back, we'll carry on with what is happening outside of the Katego Academic District Hospital. Nzinga?
We are here today at Katego. We started in the morning with the minister, because we wanted to come, and the CEO and the senior managers, we wanted to come and assess the situation. We can see that people are coming to the hospital, and they've been busy taking their medication at the pharmacy. Some go to the various areas where they have been checked by the doctors. And I think it's good that we did come and do this assessment, because it relieves the pressure that other hospitals were having, because people were scared of coming, thinking that things are not all right, and things are fine. We have the security cluster that is assisting us in making sure that at least protesters do picket somewhere in a specific area that is not going to obstruct people from getting inside the hospital. We do have doctors, and we do have some nurses and some staff that has managed to come in and assist, and we truly appreciate that, because if they were not here, it would be very difficult for us. I remember, I think in the morning when we arrived, I remember the situation we found, because there were lots of queues, people waiting patiently, wanted to be attended to, and we did attend to them. So we truly appreciate those that have been here in assisting us.
That being the Gauteng Health MEC, Nomantu Nkomaraluhuku, giving us an indication really of their visit here earlier on, where we saw Health Minister Dr. Joe Phatla also assessing the facility here in terms of their readiness to accept those that last week were turned away by those striking Nehawu members. But the demonstrations are continuing this afternoon on the ground, as we're also looking to the office bearers of Nehawu to give an indication on how this strike action is going to just pan out going forward. But one thing that we know is that they told us this afternoon in Nzinga that their legal team is studying that court judgment, and they'll make a pronouncement, and they'll give them a guidance in terms of where to from here, where this demonstration is concerned. But as we speak right now, outside of this facility in Nzinga, we have a heavy police presence that is here just safeguarding this facility here. We also saw something different from what was happening last week when we stepped into this facility here. We saw the deployment of the army. They are here forming part of the law enforcement authorities that are helping each other to man proceedings outside this public health facility here. And they're also saying that this is also a situation at other facilities as well, knowing very well that as the Gauteng provincial government, they also brought on a court interdict to interdict how the process is ongoing outside of their facilities. And these members of the SANDF, we are told that they are stationed outside of other health facilities here in Gauteng, those health facilities that were heavily affected last week by these demonstrations by Nehawu members. Nzinga?